Make sure you go to teesprings.com/unofficialJDB merch to go and purchase my exclusive tees and hoodies. Make sure you go to teesprings.com, go and buy you a couple things and represent your red pill mindset. Make sure you go and check out carmarshall.com. Over 100,000 new and used cars from dealers. You shop, you see what you like, negotiate prices and get you a very good deal. This mindset is not new. This mindset, for the most part, is not really new. So, when you look at the dating market, you have to look at why a lot of women are single. And I think they're single because they paint themselves into a corner. When you paint yourself into a corner, you can't be upset because people are going to react a certain type of way. This is scary that someone in a position such as law has this level of anti-blackness. I don't even want to imagine the discrimination black men at her hands face. Meek Mill judge all over again. Damn, this hurt me, and I'm not even a black man. This is another black female. All right. Let's see. Option C, please. Be alone before you go into a relationship with a black man, because we don't need women going into the relationship already feeling like their partner ain't shit or less than. It causes more problems. And it does. And it does. All right. Because if a woman is with you and she thinks she can do better than you, she's going to mistreat you. My question, well, you know what, Rain and Woman, I addressed that in my previous stream. I talked about, I don't think it's a bad thing a woman has her own money or job going into a relationship. This is 2019. A lot of men out there just cannot carry a whole household by themselves anymore. I mean, because the cost of living has gotten crazy. They're already laying off people because they're making minimum wage $15 an hour. So they're laying off people, So it's so nowadays there's nothing wrong with a woman being able to have her own money. I say to myself, if I'm the head of household, I'm going to be responsible for getting the bills paid because I'm the head of household. That's just me. That's my nature. I don't like asking the woman I'm with or anybody for anything. As long as you got your own money, then I'm cool with that. Doesn't mean I'm going to fund your lifestyle. It just means I'm going to take care of the responsibilities. Why, you have your money, you do what you do. But, just understand that you have your own. Well, Brittany, there were a lot of black women disagreeing with her too, Brittany. What do you say about that? These are black women disagreeing with her. We're both black women, so I say this with love. I'm not sure what happened in your personal life regarding black men, but this isn't the way to healing. Really Really pray that perspective changes, considering if you had a son, he would be a black man, which is true. I don't care how biracial your son would be. He would still be considered black, right? According to these pro-blacks, he would still be considered black. Y'all call Colin Kaepernick black. You call Barack Obama black. So even if she had a biracial son, he would still be considered black, according to the pro-blacks. Let's see. Same thing I say to black men who make similar comments regarding black women. It doesn't help our fight as a community when we say things like this about one another, nor is it necessary That being said, good luck on who you decide to be with. Everyone deserves happiness. What's going on, young man? Or regardless who she's with, I just hope her black son never see this post if he doesn't really have one. If she doesn't already have one. Let's go to some more of these. You're about to meet a guy like this and regret everything you just said. Now it's just getting old. Do some black, I guess, I don't know, black men or black women have some issues? Yes. But at this point, we know, and if you aren't offering solutions or helping your community, you're just pitiful and disappointing. Let's see. Exactly, definitely part of the problem. Now I'm marrying one, and it is for none of the above, I would say, sis, but we uplift our counterparts over here. Love. Another black female. You're hurt, sis. It's okay. Don't sit and put others down. We uplift and encourage one another over here. I genuinely want to know why you feel like this. Let's see. Yeah, make sure y'all like the video, man. Well, how many likes do we have? How many likes do we have? Get the likes up, fam. Yo, where the likes at, people? Because the more likes, y'all gotta understand, the more likes, the more people that's gonna see the post. You're gonna see it on live. You know. 67, yo, we can definitely do. All right, cool. What's up, Bryant? Yeah, man, come on, so more people can see it. All right, Bella says she liked, the good nurse liked. Because more people be able to see this stream live, man. All right. This is Ashley replying, I guess, to the comments that she's seen. Hold on a second. I think I'm having some buffering. Hold on, let me click out of some of this stuff. I'm having some buffering, so yeah. Let me clear up some of this real quick. Alright. I don't know what it is. Whenever I stream earlier in the day, there's always seemed to be some buffering going on. Hold on. Hold on a second, people. Get that. All right. See, clear some of this out. All right. Okay. Maybe that'll do it. What's going on, Wayne? Test Marine said always a thumbs up. Cool. This is Ashley replying. She said, listening to stories over the years, my own experiences, I've seen plenty of women question if their standards are too high. B was just generalizing that as you get into your 30s, you have even less viable options. Now, when she sees the fact that even black women are getting on her case, now she's trying to walk those comments back. Because she sees that people are getting on her. She sees those people are getting on her. So now she wants to, well, just refresh it. If you see less likes, just refresh it, because people are saying that it's going up. So she's walking back these comments, and because she knows that people are upset at what she's saying. Let's see. And standards aren't really that high. Someone want to make a decent living for themselves, basically match what I'm making or more, have your own place and vehicle, no felony or multiple kids. Can't even find that. Well, that's because a lot of women like dudes with kids. Let's just be real. A guy who doesn't have kids is weird to some women, man. It is. It's weird to some women when they see a dude that don't have kids, man. When they see a dude that don't have kids, they see that as an anomaly, because they're used to always, getting hit on or wanting to hit up dudes with kids. But there are dudes out there that don't have children. Unfortunately, women are more attracted to dudes who don't have kids, that do have kids. They're more attracted to dudes that have kids. I'm seeing a red line up here. I don't know why. Maybe I have to refresh my screen. All right. There's a disconnect we haven't learned yet. I'm trying to find out myself. So apparently she sees these comments and she's feeling some type of way. Instead of her just saying, you know what, maybe I should just take these comments down. It's not helping. She still got it up because, of course, some of these sisters love attention. They absolutely love attention. They really, really do. And they love attention to the point to where they're willing to go at it with people until she realizes that people are going at them, until they realize people are going at them, So we really have to look at these things. Yeah, she was definitely backpedaling. She was definitely backpedaling on what she said, because she realized, damn, black men and black women are going at you. Like, there's really no positive comments for her. There's really no positive comments. And the reason why there's no positive comments is because people don't believe in what she's saying. This is what happens when you're around those same white people that you claim are oppressing you. You begin to look down upon the people that look like you, because you're the only black person in the room. You feel like you're better than your counterpart of male. But you got to understand, black men don't need a college degree to get money legally, So we have to look at it from those, different aspects and standpoint, But what's going on, Marie? Also, if you haven't, make sure y'all check out the video I uploaded earlier today about the guy who was sentenced to 12 years in prison for kissing and allegedly having sex with a 17-year-old that he did not know the age of. And that's his mistake, because, first off, what bar has a 17-year-old? That bar needs to be shut down. But y'all go ahead and check it out, man. I look at these situations like, you got black women that will say that they're pro-black, they're conscious, but then they will start dissing the fuck out of black men. They'll talk about how they're on the front lines fighting against white supremacy, but you're uplifting white men. You never have a criticism for white men, even when you're fighting the power. You're only criticizing, Albert Wilson. You're only criticizing white women. You never criticize white men. And they're the ones who have done the most damage to black people, according to pro-blacks. They've done the most damage. They've done the most damage. But you never really hear black women criticize them. They always talking about the white woman this. And again, I get it. There are white women out there with feminist ideology who've done and said some fucked up shit. But then you got these same women that will still go and sleep with a white man. And then they will, whenever you see a situation like Albert Wilson, they'll talk about, see, that's what you get for messing around with a white woman. When this happened pre, Me Too era, this was pre Me Too. It was pre Me Too era of, what's going on. For the people who don't have comprehension skills, I'm speaking about a tweet that was posted by a black female. Don't matter what she looked like. I got the link in the description. Y'all can go over there and check it out. Okay? Now, mods, I want y'all to do something. If you see anybody come in the chat room asking about a photo or picture of what's in this video, just go ahead and just get them out of here. Because they must be in their feelings about something. And I don't have time today. Okay? Anyway. And also make sure you like the stream as you exit. Now, the one thing I can honestly say is that a degree will get you maybe the type of job you want, but it won't necessarily land you that man that you think that you're going to get. Because if you can't cook, if you don't have any parenting skills, if you haven't worked on your relationship skills as well, and how to work with the guy that you're with, I don't know what that degree is going to do for you. All right, Shane, that's cool. Shout out to everybody that is tuning in. Having a degree is a stepping stone. It should never be something that you flash in the air. It's not something that you just say, hey, look at this. Look at this accomplishment. Like, no man of any race cares about that. No man of any race cares about that, people. They really don't. No matter what race they are. You ask a guy who's white, who is of any other race, they will tell you that degrees don't really matter to them like that. When you have successful people married, usually, if let's say two people come from two prominent families, right? They come from two prominent families. They're getting together so they can maintain the wealth in those two families. That's what they care about, is marrying somebody who comes from money more than somebody who's made money. Look at Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos with his wife from the start. Like, he was with his wife before, Amazon had the success that it has now. That is why he's going to have to pay her what he's paying her. But even men that successful still go through divorces. So women, for the most part, women who are with a guy from the start, because I've heard black women say that black men leave them when they become successful. What about the white women who leave white men when they become successful? Or when they are successful, because they still think that they can still get a suitable man in the dating market. There's a ton of non-black women who leave non-black men when those men are successful. But with us, they'll say, well, they'll help us get to where we get to and we leave them. I think what happens is you have a guy whose lifestyle has changed. His circle of people around him has changed. And the woman that he's with doesn't really change. She doesn't really fit what's going on. And it causes friction. That's what I believe. And if it causes friction, if he feels like it's going to affect his money, then he's willing to walk away from that situation. I'm not saying that it's right, but what I'm saying is that in these situations, there's a reason why he may be leaving you. It ain't because he just got successful and just wants to leave you. It's because there's issues there. Well, Brittany, you don't need a degree. There's been a lot of successful billionaires who dropped out of college. You don't need a damn degree to make it in America. You need talent, creativity, and drive. That's what you need. Anybody who says they need a degree probably are still not even making the type of money they thought they were going to make. And they are drowned in student loan debt, which comes with being in college. They don't talk about that. So we really have to look at the fact that it's 2019 and you have to, especially as a woman, you have to have qualities that a man is looking for. You know, you have to have qualities that man is looking for. If you don't, he's not going to be with you. Yes, he's going to leave you. He's going to leave you because you have not been able to adjust to the new lifestyle he has. And that's going to cause problems at home. And a man who's focused on business and focused on being successful is not going to want to deal with that, man. They're not. They'd rather just walk away and pay you to go away than stay with you. So look at it, man. I mean, just like you say, black men, they become successful. They leave the black woman they with, they get another woman. Well, look at all these non-black women who leave their non-black husbands and they're taking half their money. These guys are going through divorce after divorce after divorce. These women are leaving every single time. And you got to remember, women file most of the divorces. So some of these same black women are leaving these black men. These black men are not leaving them. It's very rare that you see a successful, rich black man just straight divorcing a black woman. It's very rare because he understands that that woman has been with him since the start. And because she's been with him since the start, he knows, okay, that she's going to command a lot of money. And he's not dumb enough to just walk away when she can go in front of a judge and say that she's been with him from the start. Why? So he can get him a white woman? He's going to go through all that financial hell just so he can get a white woman? That doesn't make sense to me. That really doesn't make sense to me. He's going to go through all this so he can get him a white woman. No, these women are filing these divorces. And what happens is they're never able to get that type of man again. So they'll say, well, they're just leaving us for the white women. Come on, man. That doesn't make any sense. People, who wants to pay millions of dollars to a woman they don't want to be with no more? They probably can't even stand. No dude is just, it doesn't make sense. The only way I could see a guy just leaving a woman is if he feels like she's starting to affect his bottom dollar. That's when he'll say, you know what, fuck it, I'll just pay you to leave. You know, I'll just pay you to leave. There's no use in keeping this going when you're affecting me financially. So I can see in that particular situation, a guy just, walks away. But for the most part, most men are not walking away, people. They're not walking away. That would be very stupid. I especially you've been with this woman since what, high school, college, when you started making money, and you just say, you know what, I want me a white woman. I don't want to be with you anymore. And I'm going to pay you millions of dollars. Okay, bro, go do you then. And the thing is that whenever it comes to being able to be successful, you're not looking to be paying people to go away. You're just not. I would not be looking to pay nobody to go away. You know, if I'm marrying a woman, it's going to be for a long motherfucking time. Okay? Now, I have seen in some divorces, I have seen women leave with nothing. Like, there was this football coach, he divorced his wife. His wife did not want spousal support or child support. She gave him 50-50 custody, and she basically just wanted to leave everything where it was. That is very rare. And that woman is a rarity among women. You know, show me a woman who's willing to leave a relationship with nothing. You know, you will see very, very, very few women who are able to, you know, leave a divorce and basically say, you know, I'll leave what I came into it with. No problem, random woman. Okay. Shout out to Bella657. Appreciate it. Shout out to Bella. It's been a minute since I've seen you, Bella. I think what women should be bragging about is being with men who have more than them and leaving and not getting anything from that man. Show me a woman that's willing to do that, and I will be impressed. I will be impressed by that. You know, I would definitely be impressed by a woman who's willing to leave a relationship or marriage with nothing. Oh, you did, Gemini? Okay, Gemini. Well, you can call in, Gemini. You can call in, Gemini. I know my typing is loud, but I don't give a fuck. You know, I just have a very loud mic because sometimes y'all be like, we can't hear you. So when the mic is really loud, you can hear pretty much everything around me. So call in, Gemini, give me your area code, and we can really speak about it. But if you call here on some trolling shit, I will embarrass you. I have you call in private. What's going on, Unique? Shout out to Crazy Chick, the late fee. I appreciate it. So if there's any women that left a divorce with no money from their ex, you're welcome to call in and give your opinion, you know? Because I definitely want to hear from y'all, you know? I definitely want to hear from y'all. Okay, well, Gemini calling. I'll be waiting for that. Yeah, I got some of these dudes calling private now because they know I know their location. See, when y'all call and play games on people's phone, you can be found. Don't call up here private. Let's see if I can turn this on. This is on. Okay, call back in, Jim. I think I put the right number in there. I know about heart now. Let's see. Yeah, Jim, go ahead and do it again, Jimmy. Gemini. Is that like a... I got that spam feature. All right, here we go. All right, you're live. Yeah, you hear me? Hold on, Gemini. You hear me, Gemini?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yes, both me and my ex-husband were military.
Okay.
So, we lived in housing, and he was deployed. But I know these people when they're deployed, that's another thing that's my pet peeve, is people that cause trouble when family members are deployed. But that's a whole other subject for a whole other day. But I supported him while he was deployed, and when he came back, we separated, and I didn't take anything. As a matter of fact, I bought everything new for myself and left him with a house full of furniture because that's just who I am. And I could have had a portion of his retirement, but I chose not to because he was still serving on active duty. So he was still going to do more years, and that's his retirement.
Okay. And you said you were able to walk away with. No, go ahead.
Yeah. But I was working full time. I was going to school full time, and I was National Guard.
Okay. So you really didn't? Are you saying you didn't need his money, or you had your own? Or?
Not only did I not need it, I know I'm a whole different type of person because I believe that just like if someone walks into a relationship with me right now, you're going to have to come with at least what I have. And I believe in prenup. That's fine with me.
Okay.
But what I do believe in is if we do have a prenuptial agreement, we leave with what we had, and then we split what we obtained during our marriage.
Yeah.
And he and I didn't have any children. I don't have any children. So,
okay.
I mean, I know I'm a whole different kind of person. I've never been in a relationship where somebody didn't want to come back and be with me, but I don't do backwards. And me and my ex-husband don't have children, and we've been divorced for like 15 years. We got divorced young. He's remarried, but we still send each other happy birthday pics. So that's just the kind of person that I am. I don't have relationships with people and it ends so terribly that, you know, I can't still have love for somebody or still, you know, communicate with them, even though I don't want to be with them anymore. But
well, you know, you got people that's gonna, they're gonna get in. You got women that get in these relationships, and once they get out, they want that man to financially support them. Like that's the first thing they're looking for.
But they go into the relationship with that mindset. And this is the issue that I have, is that a lot of these men and women, but a lot of the men don't want these women to come in a relationship with anything. It sounds like I hear a lot of men saying, because I have a college degree, I have my bachelor's and I have my master's degree. And I'm doing well myself financially. And it seems as though, and I have natural hair, I'm a small woman, I'm fit. But it's funny to me because I scroll around and I'm looking and it's like men want a natural woman, but then at the same time you'll hear them say every natural woman seems like they want a white man, which isn't true. It's like, where do you get that from?
Well, I think that's because like when you see black women with natural hair, they usually are with, not usually, but you see the ones that you do see they have natural hair. If they're dating out, they usually have natural hair. Not saying this that a lot of them, but they usually do have natural hair.
But how, if you have that logic, how is that a win for you as a man? Because
well, that's not a win for anybody. That's not a win for anybody. I'm just saying, like, people are saying what they observe. You know, like I've observed women who date interracially. They have weave, they have natural hair. So it's like, to me, it's a mixture. I don't really see it as just natural hair women dating out. You know.
I was on another comment stream and the guy was like, I don't want a woman with weave. I don't want a woman that wear makeup. I don't want a woman that wear this. And then in that same comment, he said, most black women that have their natural hair are twirlers. I'm like, how do you win, dude? If you have this mindset, how do you win? It's like,
well, again, it's people's experience. Well, it's people's experience. You know what I'm saying? It's people's experience. They may have seen more natural hair black women with white men. Like I've seen black women on this platform make videos talking about they didn't appreciate their natural hair until they dated interracially.
Well, you know, and for me, I didn't appreciate my natural hair, and it's something I'm still trying to get into, even though I don't wear weaves or weaves. I just think for me, and I don't judge any other woman, she can do whatever she wants to with her head. But for me, it's disingenuous for me to want to embrace who I am naturally and wear weaves and wigs. So I'm embracing my hair, and I'm going to tell you now. And it's so funny to me. I said the next thing you'll hear is me complain about a natural woman wearing those hair wraps, like with the African hair wraps. It'll be something about that neck because she's not doing her natural hair. And quiet is kept. It's some people that don't have problems taking care of their natural hair. But I have 4C hair. It's the kinkiest hair type. And I do have problems with it because I did not grow up taking care of it. So I'm still learning to take care of my hair. And if someone doesn't like it, that's their problem. I'm really not. I don't care. It's my hair. It's what God intended me to have. It grows out of my head, and I take care of it. So if you don't like the way it looks, that's your problem, not mine. Right. I've even had a white guy at work tell me, I don't like your hair like that. Why doesn't it look like this person? And that person had a relaxer. And I was like, dude, because this is the way it grew out of my head. How did you feel when he said that about your hair? When he was, because I know black women say we the only ones who comment on your hair. So how does that make you feel? What? Say that again.
I say black women say that black men are the only ones who comment on black women's hair. But it's interesting that you had this white guy at your job comment on your hair and criticize it.
I mean, for me, what I've experienced is mostly, and I'm not trying to, I really think it depends on your demographics. Where I've lived in mostly military communities, first and foremost. Secondly, the negative comments I hear are from predominantly black men, not white men.
Yeah, but again, but he criticized.
But the guy who made the comment to me, the guy who made the comment to me was on my team. We worked together, so I don't know.
Okay, y'all work together, but imagine if you lived in a neighborhood full of white people, though. You don't think that there's gonna be time?
I do live in a neighborhood full of white people.
Okay, well, again, you're gonna come across people, no matter what race they are. They're gonna say something about your hair, but black women have made it seem like we're the only ones that are speaking about it. We're the only ones criticizing.
No. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. And I think the problem is with us as black women is it's more weak for me. And if we're not swirlers and if we don't care about other people's opinion, I'm going to say for me and other women like me, it doesn't really matter what other men are saying. It's what our men are saying.
Well, y'all say that now. Y'all say that it's almost like, because listen, if white women were saying things about us, y'all would want us to address that. Y'all would want us to acknowledge that. But y'all don't want to acknowledge when white men criticize you.
Wait a minute. Let me get an understanding. Are you saying that I should be going at white men? Say something bad?
No. I'm saying you know, black women try to make it seem like whenever a white woman criticizes us, they tell us that we need to address it. You know what I'm saying? We need to acknowledge it. We need to go at those white women. You know what I'm saying? But if a white man criticizes black women shrug it off. Shout out to BL and S. But yeah, you can go ahead.
But what I'm saying is, I think we focus too much on the outside anyway for people who are not dating out. We as black people focus too much on that as opposed to focusing on building one another up and not tearing each other down and trying to learn from one another as far as what the expectations are between the group. And again, like so many of us have said, it's a healing that needs to take place within our community because it's such a disconnect. It's so much dysfunction and such a disconnect between us. That we need healing within our community. We need some community events where we're teaching our children to love one another because at this point, watching YouTube, I honestly didn't know that it was this bad until I came to Black YouTube because I don't experience it.
Listen, man, the women are getting more and more out of pocket. I'll just say that. The ones who are making videos, they're getting more and more out of pocket from what I've seen.
Out of pocket? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, man, they're getting more vicious. They're like, getting more vicious towards women.
It's one that I've seen, and I'm just like, it's cringe-worthy. It's a lot of them, but this little group called...
No names. I don't want these. Well, you can say the name.
Okay,
Fuck it. Say the name. Fuck it. Say the name.
It's a group of 3 women. I can't even remember the name now, but it's a group of 3 women, and they're always doing this little panel, and they have where they went out and told people.
I think I know who you're talking about.
It's freaking freaky.
No real hair in the bunch. I know who you're talking about. No real hair in the bunch. I know who you're talking about. I think I do.
And it's crazy because they're saying they're empowering, but they're sitting there, not to be judgmental, but they're sitting there showing everything. I mean, half the time they're half dressed, and some of them are wearing weaves and wigs. And the questions that they ask, I'm like, who asks these type of questions and wants to be taken seriously? Do women prefer thugs? And then for one to say, yeah, I like a little thug. It's like, well, how do you expect somebody to take you seriously? How do you expect men to view us differently if these are the things that you're putting out there? And what I've noticed is men are judging women based on these YouTube videos, and it's not a good look.
Yeah.
And I'm ashamed. I have to say I'm ashamed. I was going hard for black women. I'm like, oh, I can't stand this person and that person. They're always bad
listen,
for black
man,
women.
the single life is fucking these women's minds up, man.
And I've seen a lot of videos where these black women are being exposed with 8 kids and cursing their kids out, and I'm like, oh man, I just shrink. Because it's like, I'm not accustomed to that because I'm not around that. I guess I've been sheltered. But when I see it, it's like, these men are lying, dog.
All right. Well,
you know, it's hard to defend that type of behavior except to say that it's not all women. It is some women out here that have their education, they have their stuff together, that do look good, that work on themselves, that don't fit into this stereotype. And my only suggestion is people need to get out more and change where you're dating, and that's for men and women. Change your dating pool, because it's just this is hurtful. This is really hurtful, both on the men's side and on the women's side.
All right, Gemini. Well, I appreciate you calling in. All right, thanks for calling in. I'm getting some of these other calls. All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, bye. All right. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on? What's going on, people? And they just dropped off the line. Yo, call back in, man. Severa, what's good, Severa?
Chilling, bro, chilling.
All right.
Like, women do need to stop holding these degrees over men's head. Because where I live, I live in the South, it's a big industrial state. And most of these dudes without degrees, they be making like $45, $50 an hour working on plants and shit like that. And like, my sister, right, I did her taxes, right, and the kid across the street from me, he like 24. He drive a dump truck for one of these plants out here, right?
Okay.
And like, I did both of their taxes. I was like, you know, he made like $15,000 for the year. And I don't think he even finished high school. And I got this other family member, right? She meets dudes online on like websites or whatever. And every time she talks to him, she give him a damn job interview or whatever before she talk to him or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, where'd you go to school? What do you do? How much money you make?
Right.
And I've heard her having these conversations with guys or whatever. And I'm like, do you realize you are morbidly obese? You weigh like you like 5'9" and weigh like 300 pounds.
Oh my God. Well, she probably used to being a supervisor at work, and she's used to dating the dude she hired. You know, she probably one of them types.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you should be happy if you just get a dude that's a decent dude and just go to work every day. Like, brothers don't put them unrealistic standards on sisters. Like, I hollered at a chick that was working at Jack in the Box the week before last. Just because I thought she was cute, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I don't need anything from her. You know what I'm saying? She was like 20. I'm in my 30s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I go to school part. That's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But sisters need to stop with this, because like a lot of y'all with them, you're not even making money like that with degrees nowadays, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like I got a degree. Like if I could take it back now, I wish I'd have went to a trade school.
Right. Yeah, that's the better option to me, especially as a black man or as a man in general.
Yeah,
trades are the best way to go.
Yeah, because you always gonna have work and you actually know how to do something.
Right.
I got an accounting degree. Yeah, you know, if I had
money manager,
I just went to trade school.
Yeah, man. That's kind of difficult, you know, especially people get into like degrees for like business and things like, man, that stuff hard to, unless you're gonna use it to start your own business. Like, but as far as getting into corporate America, it's gonna be tough.
I got my degree in like the early 2000s. Like I pretty much think it's a worthless degree at this point. Like I recommend you go to trade school or whatever before you go in a business major or whatever. That's just me. Or unless you just want to learn to start your own business, because you do need to know that shit.
Yeah.
But like these sisters out here with these damn teaching degrees and all this, they ain't making money like that, bro. They just hold the fact that they got a degree over these dudes' heads.
Yeah.
You know, because I got another relative. She got a damn biology degree, and she be shitting on her husband all the time, and he way more money than us. He an underwater welder.
Oh man. And she's shitting on him?
Yeah. Like he be coming to him like he ignorant of this shit. He made like $170,000 last year.
Wow. 6 figures. Yeah. And she's shitting on him.
Yeah. And like that's just another tool they use to put black women over like black men. And like it don't make no sense, bro. But like that's all I wanted to say, Jay, man. Okay. I appreciate you, bro.
Oh, thank you for calling in, man. Thanks for the call, bro.
No doubt, bro. Peace.
Shout out to you. Calling in. Yeah, man. That you know. Welders make very, very good money, man. We got a couple of welding plants in my city. Them dudes make money, man. But that doesn't surprise me, because I'm telling you, man, you know, as a black man, unless you like an athlete or a rapper, that's the only way you can get respect in your household. Seem like if you're, making more or doing something else, maybe real estate. Hold on a second. But yeah, man, that's what happens when you're with somebody that don't respect you, man. You know, always seek your respect, man. Never put yourself in a position. Hold on, people. I'm restarting my other computer. So if you're calling in, you're gonna have to wait till I restart it. Had to recharge it. Had to grab the charger real quick. If it starts back up. Oh, there we go. You know. Yeah, that was a good call, man. Shout out to everybody out there in Texas. You know, no state income tax, which means they get to keep all their money. Upload vids, I'm from the 843. Horry County. Hold on a second. If you're calling in, just hold on a second. Oh, that's cool, Miranda. Hold on, let me adjust this microphone. I know that the local community college in my city, they started to train people to get their truck driving degrees. I'm not sure when they started doing it, but I think it was maybe a couple years ago. And that's actually good because there's a lot of truck drivers that actually live here. You know. Appreciate that, Dion. All right, now y'all can call back because I got everything back to normal here. So y'all can call back in. Yeah, Florida doesn't have it either, but y'all got them hurricanes and stuff. Y'all got them yearly hurricanes. Man, when I got my tax bill back, I couldn't believe it, man. Tell you, man, self-employment. The only part about self-employment that sucks is when you gotta pay taxes at the end of the year. What's good, bro?
Man, I was listening to that same topic last night on Zoe.
Okay.
I didn't get time to chime in on that.
Okay.
I was reading, and it's funny though, man, because I was watching this or listening to this video this morning, and it was basically somewhat in the same line, and they were going over basically talking about how men ain't crap, and it's just with that same narrative. But this one was basically saying that it was a DJ Vlad video with Godfrey, and he was talking about how black men don't stand up for black women, or just the ones they show in Hollywood. Yeah. And she was saying that they're the only one that does that, or not many people do that, and just the whole dynamics of that was just messed up. And I seen this one comment saying that it was because he was Nigerian. And it really made it, like, the video by itself kind of messed me up too. But just saying that excuse me, sorry about that. And I just got home trying to get everything set up. Okay. But it really messed me up the wrong way, because one of the comments, the lady was saying that only Nigerians or people from Africa really stand up for black women. And I'm like, I'm an 80-year-old man, and I don't think it's just a Nigerian thing. Yeah. I was like, it's a white supremacy mindset. I was like, because, with white supremacy, as long as you have that mindset, a black man and a black woman ain't going to be together. Because from the get-go, when we was raised, black women was getting Barbie dolls, white Barbie dolls, until this is the standard of beauty. Right. And they showed black men in movies are portrayed as villains or thugs. And we were taught way early young that we weren't shit. And it's still that same narrative. Yeah. And even till today. Yep. And I'm like, instead of going with this whole colorism or this whole men ain't this, we need to get together and build, because ultimately this is a whole white supremacy mindset. They controlling the game on both sides. They putting us together. And I can't see you be a black person and be a feminist. It makes no sense. Just like a black person who's a racist. It just doesn't work. It's just another sect of white supremacy. Because, white women can be just as foul as the men. Right. And so it's just, it really rubs you the wrong way, because I'm like, in Nigeria and just Africa, not just Nigeria, period, you got people that's bleaching their skin and trying to be more white, be more ambiguous. And in Hollywood right now, you got women that cape for a white man, or when they're portrayed in films, either they're a mammy or they're swirling with the white guy and being kicked by a white guy or woman, or they're the best friend. They're like the advisor. Mother. They're like the advisor too. They give advice on how life and shit like that. Exactly. Yeah. And you got the Oprahs and Gales, and they destroy the image of a black man and say that a black man ain't shit. But they portray this whole, because I'm a woman first. But yet you got the Harvey Weinsteins and all these white predators that still go off and say nothing. It's a double standard, and it makes no sense. And instead of us going back and forth at each other because she is fake lighter or darker, we need to continue to beat each other up. It makes no sense. We need to build. And as far as these women that think that, you have to, in order to court me, you got to make X amount of money more than me to protect me and do all this and a third, and everything's supposed to be good, it ain't right. Because I'm married. I've been married for 15 years, dog. Okay. And I met my wife before. I met my wife in high school. Okay. And when we got together, we didn't have shit. but we built. I didn't think about, oh yeah, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. No, it was a mindset, just like you said. And I'm giving you background. I'm not perfect. I'm a fallible. I'm a man just like anybody else.
Right.
I cheated on my wife before, and because I was young. I was young at heart. She was my high school sweetheart.
Right.
So, been out there, ran around and everything, and when I broke it down to my wife because she was on that whole men ain't shit thing because she was bitter. I understand. I hurt her. I scarred her. She has a reason to, which I can't fault her for that. But I had to put her in her place because just like what feminists do, they try to use that as a weapon, like, oh, men ain't this, men ain't that, and try to bully us to get their way, and use tactics of white supremacy. And I told her, look, I cheated because one, I was a dog, but two, it was not just because you kept me. You changed your mindset. I was like, at one point in time, I got into a career, and she pit herself against me, saying that, oh, well, you think you're better than me now since you're working and doing this. And I was like, it's nothing like that. Her whole mindset changed. So it ended up inviting other women or other people that accepted me, that I felt more accepted than I, ended up stepping out. And so I told her, I was like, if you want to go ahead and say that men ain't shit, you only want a woman with the big ass or light skin or whatever. I was like, it doesn't matter. I was like, because if that's your case, if that's what you're stating, how do you explain Beyonce? I was like, if a woman like Beyonce can get cheated on, who the hell are you? Because if your whole standards of beauty is somebody who's racial ambiguous or light skinned or got his ass or whatever or long hair or it's not 4C, that all of a sudden everything is supposed to be good. I was like, nah. I was like, Jay-Z cheated not because he was I can't speak for the man. I don't know personally, but I know it couldn't be just because of looks, because he had the ideal woman, what everybody considered. I was like, it was probably something else that did it. I was like, because it's a mindset. Men are attracted to mindsets. Of course we attracted to looks, but ultimately what keeps us is a mindset, and the ability to build is what attracts us. And so it's just a bunch of BS. And I know I sound like I'm going everywhere and everything. I had a lot on my mind. It just rubbed me the whole way listening to that whole discussion of what they were talking about.
Yeah. Well,
because there's a lot of men that cape for black women. I love my black women. It's nothing that had to do with somebody who light skinned or whatever. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. Well, hey, I appreciate you telling your story. Maybe there's a guy out there in your position that may learn something from that. Maybe he's young and maybe he got married.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, thanks for calling in. All right.
No problem, Bob.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. All righty. Shout out to calling in. It's a married brother calling in. Some very good calls, man. Very good calls, man. And people with different perspectives. I know that just single people aren't going to be the ones watch my videos. You're going to have married people as well that like the topics that I speak on. It's about bringing people from different backgrounds and different stories together, and so y'all can hear them for yourself, so you can learn something from them, because some people may not want to listen to me and my perspective. They may listen to somebody else's perspective who's going through some of these things that they may be going through currently. We all have different roads and different paths we take in life. We all have different, we have different paths that we are destined to take. So we can choose to take those. Libby, you probably have to catch the playback when I upload it. I'm gonna hold on a second. All right. I think that call dropped. people. Hold on, people. Hold on, people. There's this number that keeps popping up. Hold on a second. Number that keeps popping up. You know, I got like 5 different responsibilities at one time. You know, hold on. You live with Jaye Black. What's going on? All right, you live with Jaye Black. What's going on? Yo. Yeah, something wrong with the sound. People, I'm having an issue with the sound. So we're gonna get, because all right, there we go. All right, you live with Jaye Black. What's going on? You live with Jaye Black. What's good? Yo, goodness fucking gracious, the sound is not there. Hold on, let me play with it a little bit. All right. Hold on, caller. Hold on, caller. I'm gonna have to figure this out some type of way. Yeah, I know y'all can hear me. But it's the sound system that I use is not agreeing with me right now. But call back in, 7-8, call back in. Let me do a little test. See if it works. Nah, it's the sound. It's not them hanging up. It's the sound that's not functioning like it should. What is this I'm using? Hold on, just doing this. It's the sound, people. It's just the sound. Hold on. All right, you live. What's going on? Yo, you live. What's good? Yo, you gotta say something. Shout out to everybody that's here. Yo, you there? I know you're not saying anything because my subtitles on and they can read. Are you there? 7-8, are you there? Yo, you there? All right, fuck it. That's it for the calls, man. That's it for the calls. I'm having some issues with my sound. That's it for the calls, people. Let's go ahead and wrap that up. But salute to everybody that's calling in so far. I'm having an issue with my sound. Either y'all calling in and not saying anything, because hey, stop calling in. That's it. Just have to call into the next show. I don't know what the issue is, but there's an issue going on. But let's see. That's what I've been doing. I've been looking at chords. I've been taking things in and out. I've been dealing with this for like the last week. That's why I didn't take calls over the last. I didn't take that many calls because the sound will start to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? The sound will start to fuck up. But I may still look at it while I'm on here. But y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think about the topic so far. You know? So, whenever y'all encounter women in your everyday life that bring up the degrees, just understand that they're doing it because they don't have qualities. A woman that has qualities don't have to talk about how great of a degree she has. She'll talk about how she can cook, you know, she likes to travel, she likes to go, go out, just, appreciate that, True. Shout out to everybody in the chat. There's a lot of things she likes to do. She has a lot of interests, Thanks, Kenan. Instead of just throwing up the degree, because like when you try to denigrate, and this is the thing I don't understand about black women. Y'all say that we denigrate you, but I'm seeing a lot of posts from y'all that are denigrating black people. Then you have to come back and you have to walk back those comments because you realize how crazy you sound, especially when you're in your 30s. I can understand if you're in your early 20s, you don't know any better, you haven't seen the world, you have a certain perspective. But when you are 30 and you're going to be working as a lawyer or in corporate America, or let's say some type of public service, you have to really understand what you're saying. Okay? What's going on, Shantia? You really have to understand what you're saying. And Shantia, I've seen the email that you sent. I'm going to address D-Wade, and I'm going to address that shit. It was actually going to be the original topic, but I decided to speak on this one first, But shout out to those black women that are out there who have qualities, that have achieved, that are able to get and keep a man of worth. Not every man is of worth. Look at the dudes that be trolling and harassing in my comment section and chat rooms. Those aren't the type of men that y'all should be seeking, and I don't think you are seeking those men. And I think it's like a woman doesn't have to always say who. Right, that's a good point. That's why I did the live stream about incels. I know some of these incels did not like that. But I want to see y'all do better, just like I want to see a lot of these decent black women do better, because again, they're a part of my community. Why wouldn't I want them to do better? But it's these feminist-minded women who I don't really care what they do as long as they're not bothering anybody else. As long as they're not bothering anybody else, I don't care what they do. Thanks, Unique. As long as they're not a bother to me or anybody else, I don't care what they say or do. You know? Love yourself first, always. Build yourself up. Do you know how better your self-esteem feels when you yourself feel good about your accomplishments, what you've done, how you feel, how you look, the work that you put into it? You know, you can feel that women are giving you that attention. You know, eye-wise, women do all their talking with their eyes. Women do a lot of their communication with their eyes. You know, their eyes can tell a story. Cool, Marie. Cool. Appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that's at work right now that's watching the show. I appreciate that. Salute to you. You know? You know? Upload vids, I have no idea, man. These chicks are the type of chicks that I speak about in my videos. What more can I say? But they are easily impressed. The one thing I can say about the women here, they are easily impressed. So if you're a guy who's flashy, you will impress them. I guarantee you. I guarantee it. You will impress them. I will, Unique, as long as, you know, y'all watch them and support them. Okay, it's going to Turtle doing the parent duties. So I would say just be great, you know. Be as great as you can be. That's the one thing that I can say. You know, self-care and self-love is the best way to be great in life, you know.